know, we knew the growing that we needed, and we knew the healing that we needed. But we also need the world to know the healing that we need. We can't heal if just one population of us is healing and the rest of us don't even know that we're sick, you know, or how to heal. So that was one of the things that I felt was necessary. You know, we have a message. Let's talk to the people who are affecting us and who affected us in our past and our history. So enjoy, just listen to the words and just feel what I'm presenting to you today, okay? I figured we shouldn't stop preaching to the choir because we have all got to be reminded. But would greater benefits not reap if we sang freedom to the oppressor and preached the formula to the contaminating instead of the sick? And would glory not persist with our solid fist risen high, symbolic of strength instead of to inflict? With our chests and chins against the black night where black fits, if my poem told you to stop judging me by my color, and that I'm more than a capable brilliance molded into the shape of a black woman, and I'm standing in a room full of individuals in the same position that I'm in, then what progress have I made? Except throw more fuel in a fire that's already reached its tallest flame. My cries and your testimonies should be heard in a room full of small-minded, self-righteous, quote-unquote superior race folk. Not to further drive in everything they think they've already known about the color of my face and how it pertains to race differences. The differences. When we first met, we were both in a different place, mentally and physically. In this room, we show them that they've made a very large hole in a perfectly sewn tapestry, so many colors woven together, each beautifully important. But because you chose to make the white string the one that keeps everything together, you've dismantled the art piece. Take your hands off the trigger, you won't appease our shouts that way. As loud as a bullet shot, our voices will have more to say. Get your minds out the gutter. We are more than a quick rape. You've used this so in times leading up to now, but a black woman has always been so strong. That must be why you filled me with lies. That need I remind you are proving you wrong. I carried the black man. I bared with the white man. I bared my own child and managed to rear yours. Yet you see me as nothing more than a chipped, beaten down piece of a wall that you have built for yourself. A wall of truth, a wall of greed, and have it your way. Keep all related fine print. Because I have learned to read between the lines. No, you've never really told me, not with the mouth on your face, but I hear you. As I shop your aisles in earnest, yet you trace me, chase me many times. Honestly, I don't hate you. Because I know your fear of our hatred pushes you further up the pedestal you built for yourself. But I wonder if from your perch you can see the type of psychosomatic conditions you've left rampant in the streets. Can you see this through your wealth? All this emphasis on race makes us feel like we got something to prove. Like we've got to rise above it, but we already know that what we preach has value. So let's leave that truth to truth. If you know that you're a king, won't your demeanor show it best? If you mindlessly tweet it every day, you've done nothing but show that it's an ignorant confess that you still need to be reminded of. Still, constant reminders do bring influence. Told that we're the problem when we've done nothing but survive. You put chains on our back and put a penny price on our lives. You'd start diminishing your worth too. If you believed you could be bought at such low cost, but iron is falling to the ground and we're breaking through your fallacies that rot. But we're still sick. And oppressor, that's what you've done. And you've made yourself sick too from it. So truly, what have you won? A confused brother. A beaten down sister, because your dispositions have affected how we are. And if it was the other way around, would you too not want to mend your scars? So we will. And we thank you, because you brought to full picture your greatest fear. You made us stronger than we already were. Hear that freedom ringing in your ear. This was never about race, but feeling purposeful. And you mistakenly found yours in taking away others. So again, I'd like to remind you, most of us don't hate you because we understand whose we are. But for those of us who haven't understood yet, pray they forgive you. and pray for the healing of their scars. We could all stand to help each other grow. And the seed has been planted, Lord knows, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. If you've got mine and I've got yours, then on which leg are we standing? I preach to the choir, yet again, but hopefully a different song. If you felt something stirring you, go and right some wrongs peacefully and lovingly. Let us all move on. Thank you.
Give it up again for Marley.
This song is called Redemption Song. We've all heard it. Just listen to the words. It, like she said, it ties in, the whole discussion that we've had today. Old pirates, yes, they robbed by, sold I to the merchant ships 9 minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. My hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing? Yeah. Oh, these songs of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long will they steal our profits while we stand on the side and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the books. Won't you help me sing? Yeah. All these songs of freedom is all I ever had. A redemption song. And so I'm asking, where is the love? 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 Won't you help me sing? All these songs of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption song. All these songs of freedom. These songs